Hello everyone, it's Shalia. I'm going to go over a topic today that everyone is talking about, multiplayer. Apparently there are some bad actors out there that just want to ruin the game experience and steal things that aren't theirs. So today I'm going to go over some do's and don'ts if you're concerned about opening your valley to folks you don't know. And later, I'll give you a quick look at what I designed for my market so far and how I could open the entire area for guests or friends, or just open a small section specifically for trading with folks I don't know. So let's get started. First thing I do is set a parameter around the area where guests are allowed to go. I decided to use the white picket fence, but you could use anything that blocks the path like rocks, shrubs, even furniture, whatever's best for you, because basically, once your guest leaves, you want this to be easy to take apart because you're going to want to go into those areas and you're not going to want to have a fence there. So I say whatever's best for you, you do that. I chose to do the white picket fence. You're also going to want to make sure that you, your Valley Station, and Scrooge's shop, if you choose to allow people to visit it, are within the boundaries when you open the connection to let people in. So just keep that in mind when you have people over, that you need to keep things that you do want them to have inside that parameter. All right, let's talk about the items your guests can pick up and take with them when they visit your valley. And the best way for me to explain it is basically anything that can be picked up, placed in your backpack, and then dropped on a table or the ground. All of those things can be picked up and taken by your guests. So we're talking like food items, basically everything that you can put in your backpack. Because if you can put it in your backpack and you get the option to drop it, those items can be picked up by anyone. So just keep that in mind. So that's the way you test it. You just go ahead and go into your backpack, click on something, see if it says drop. If it says drop, it can be picked up by anybody. And don't think that by putting things on a table that they're safe. They are not. Even on this little picnic table that I have showing on the screen right now, it is very simple for anyone just to walk up and pick those items up. A couple things to keep in mind. Flowers can be picked up by your guests, but herbs, fruits, and things that are on the trees and bushes and your crops, none of those can be harvested by someone visiting your valley. So you do not have to worry about any of that. You can keep them out. If you have them in an area where you've chosen to put your visiting station, you are absolutely fine. No one can touch those. But if you do want your guests to have anything that needs harvested, you're just going to need to harvest them before they get there and drop them down. So you want to make sure you do all of that before you open the connection, because once you open the connection, you're no longer going to be able to harvest anything. You're not going to be able to do anything like that. No furniture mode. You can't use your tools, none of that. So if you do all of this before they get there, they can then pick things up that were dropped on the ground. So make sure you do that. If you did want to give them, like, say you've got this whole pumpkin field and you're like, oh, let's give them a whole bunch of pumpkins so they can get money, because that's one way to give them star coins. Even though we can't give them actual star coins, you can definitely give them a whole pumpkin crop. So we want to pick those up and drop them before you open that connection. Let's go over some do's and don'ts when you're planning on opening your entire valley for visits. Basically, the first thing you want to do is plan ahead before opening your connection. Make sure you have chatted with the person ahead of time and made it clear if they are allowed to pick flowers or take anything. The best way to do this is to join a Discord. And I do have a Discord. The link is down in the description. So if you would like to check that out, that would be fantastic. I also do lives on Wednesday nights for Valley visits and other things related to Dreamlight Valley. Go ahead and mark your calendar for that, because Wednesday nights around 6:30 p.m. Eastern, that's when I do my lives. And if you're enjoying this video so far, go ahead and boop that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. So if you're opening your whole valley and you're afraid that people are going to take stuff that you were storing on the ground around your valley, make sure you put those items in either a storage chest, or any storage item in the game will work, like your refrigerator, those kind of things. I choose to put all my stuff in chests because I have plenty of those, but some of you may not have enough storage. And if that is the case and you have the expansion, just go over to Eternity Island and drop your items there. No one can visit Eternity Island, only you can get there. You can also keep your valuables in your backpack, which is actually ideal. Or you can drop them in your house or a house skin and just not invite anyone inside. You can also drop things in the Dream Castle, Remy's, or villager homes, all of which cannot be accessed while a guest is visiting. The only problem with dropping items in villager homes is that when they are asleep, you won't be able to retrieve them. But that's just a minor little setback, I think. You do not have to worry about any furniture items laying around. Basically, you go into your menu and you go under Furniture tab, and you look at all the items that you can actually buy or place from Scrooge's store, or things that you can craft. They cannot pick those up. So anything that you lay out that is basically something you've crafted or something you've purchased. You do not have to worry about those items being stolen. Your guests cannot clean up night thorns, don't worry. They can't do anything that you would need a tool for either. Your fish on Moana's boat are also safe. They cannot shop here. In fact, they can't shop at Goofy's stall and they can't shop at Kristoff's stall either. And a couple other things you don't have to hide. You do not have to hide your crafting table because you nor the people that are in your valley can use it. Your cooking station's the same way, and your time bending table is also safe from people using it and making crafts. And if you were concerned, they can't open your blue, green, or yellow chests either. And honestly, the best thing to do to avoid all of these issues is if you're setting up to trade with anonymous people, is just build a parameter around the area like I said before. This is truly the only way to ensure your treasures and other items stay safely hidden away while your connection is open. And I fully believe that most of the people that you're going to invite over to your valleys, you probably don't actually know them. So I feel it's safer to do it this way. I actually created 2 sections to my area where people can visit. Now, I do have some friends that I let roam wherever because I know they're not going to steal from me. But you don't know that until you actually have them over and catch them stealing, right? The best thing to do in that situation is to actually follow them. If you're going to have your whole valley open, follow them around your valley. If they decide they're going to be a bad actor, you can immediately click in the bottom left-hand corner. You're going to see an option to report. You're going to want to immediately report them and get back to your valley visit station, and you can close your connection right away. Another thing just to keep in mind is wells don't work while we're in this mode. So when you're in multiplayer mode, you can have a well. It's fine. They cannot do anything with that well. So if there would be a well in your little confined space, you do not have to worry about that. They can't jump to another area because they do not work. Now that we got all of that out of the way, let me show you how I built my market. You did get a chance to see a little bit of that during this video. I absolutely love how this turned out. I just have this whole little section here of just stuff, and I use those little signs. Remember the little signs that we got like last summer, I think it was, that we could put behind or in front of our storage chest because that's what they were made for. I never used them for that, but for this particular project, it worked out perfectly to have them. So I did put them up in the different areas what I was selling. Like one place I have vegetables and fruits, and another place I might have some of the new expansion stuff, and another place I have like gems and just different materials like wood and things like that. I think it turned out really cute. I put a bench in there too, just in case somebody comes over and they're doing a lot of shopping and they run out of energy. I put a bench there for them so that they could sit. I also, just by the way, I also added a little porta potty. You never know. Here I am right now just checking to make sure that there are no holes here that they can sneak through when they walk into Scrooge's store. I want to make sure that there's no way they can get to the rest of my valley. So I do have a fence already started here, and I leave those posts up so I remember where I'm putting the barrier. That's why I have them like that. And it works out really, really well. So if I only want people to come to this section here, then I'll block off all of those little areas where I showed you where I have the fences. And I will include Scrooge's store in that because I don't care if anybody goes in there. I have just about everything. And personally, I'm going to run in there and I'm going to buy what I need first. So if there's anything left over, have at it. You guys can have it. So this is what my little area looks like. What do you guys think? This is what I ended up with. Like I said, I have 2 different sections. This section here is like the bigger market, which actually has like the stuff from the expansion pack and like Easter eggs and wrapping paper and just crazy things like that. And in front where the actual Valley Visit Station is, that's where I would cut it off. Like I'd have that one stand there, and those are the things that I would offer somebody if I was just doing a trade. Here, you can just come here and shop. And I would also, like I said, cut that off so that you can get to Scrooge's. But that's how I have mine set up. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Do you like it? Would you do it differently? How would you do it differently? Do you like the idea of putting the signs up there? Because I thought that was really, really cute. And I basically used all crates to put my items on. And I thought that turned out really great. It's got like 4 areas that you can put stuff. If you're really concerned about what you can and can't do while your connection is open and want to see how it works, you can just test this out for yourself. All you have to do is open the connection and see what it allows you to do while the connection is open. That'll give you a pretty good idea of what people can pick up, what they can't pick up, what they can do, and what they can't do. So go ahead and try that and let me know how it works out for you. I hope this video helped you, and if it did, make sure you click on that next video, make sure you like, and make sure you subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye!